Hello, welcome. This is our little guide on how to switch on the TV gallery and switch on the main TV studio here at UWS Ayr campus. It's a pretty short video, but you might get a little test on this before you're kind of allowed to use it unsupervised. So let me just take you through it very quickly. The first thing to do is to switch on this power switch here, and it will light up a large part of this desk here. The next thing you want to do is to reach underneath and get into the TriCaster, which is what we mix our vision and sound from. And then there's no specific order in which you want to do things, but I'll just start from this side and go on. We've got this little monitor. The little tape deck. The camera control units. And they help you set the balance and the iris and all that sort of thing, and the TV cameras. We've got the sound deck here, which, well, actually it's already turned on, so normally we would turn it off before we go, but someone's left it on, that's okay. And then the last thing here is the auto cue. This might have come on already, so just make sure that's on. Turn on the password. The only thing I'm not going to turn on at the minute, well, is the CD player, unless we're planning to play any CDs, which, you know, I'm not at the moment. Also the speakers, I'll leave them to the very end, because as other machines come on, they might pop. You know, they might just give a wee burst of sound into the speakers, which we maybe don't want at this moment. Not forgetting the big monitor as well, so you can see what's happening. So that's pretty much it for in here. Just for the minute, what we'll do is we'll go next door to the TV studio, and we'll get that switched on as well. So there's a little light switch here, which we can switch on to bring up the house lights, which should bring up the rest of the place. It's all set up for an event, which we have running here soon. First thing to do is to almost sneak down the back, switch these little dials on, turn them up from sort of 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock if you like, and that should bring on the main sort of lights that we can control, and we can probably turn the house lights back off now we've got that on. Camera. Keith the cameraman delicately making his way back out. Well done. Okay, great. Great. The next thing to turn on is the auto cue. That's your desk for your microphones and all that sort of thing. But for now though, the auto cue, you need to switch that on. Then the last thing is this big monitor here. So we've got a switch at the wall to turn on the extension cable. Now we'll just use the remote. And that will allow us to see in here what's been output by the TriCaster. While we're here, we'll just have a quick look at. I'll just show you a quick demo of one of the cameras. We can take this one over here, camera 2. You should find them all locked, and happily this is locked. So if you want to move them about, you have to unlock them. Now you can use your foot. Don't kick it though. I've seen people kick it. It's not a done thing. You just use it to ease it up, just gently. Another one as well. And I'm free to move about. Okay. From here we've got our pan and tilt lock, so we can unlock them, and we can be a bit more mobile, you know, for following somebody. If we're ever moving it far, I would always use this little bar here rather than, you know, to be dragging it by I wouldn't drag it by the handles. And then just as you would have in a camera that you might take out the store, you would have your zoom and your focus up here. Well, there's literally sort of little remotes here, so we can do it manually from here, so we can still sort of monitor our program, our picture. So if you see this, we have the little zoom rocker here, If you want to pan up to the screen, we can see that zooming in and out. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to just zoom in on the globe, and then I'll use this one on my left hand just to focus. If you got there, you should see it going into focus. And that's pretty much it. As I say, it's set up for an event we're having here, so I'm going to leave it as it is. Just put the locks back on. Lock the wheels. And that's this part ready. There's no lights actually have come on, so everything must be faded down in the gallery. So let's go back and we can have a look at that. Just going to turn these house lights off. So we're back into the gallery, the TriCaster's pretty much fired up. Then we just want to pick which template we're going to use. There's been plenty set up already by the various lecturers that use it. So I'm just going to use this one that Paul Tucker has set up, Paul T test. It's got the time, and we just go into start live production. Give it a minute or two to come up. While we're doing that, let's test the lights out. So we can see here the faders are faded down the master. So I'll fade it up. And then I'll start fading a few up from here. Grandmaster, don't forget that, or you won't get very far. And then we've got some lights coming on now in the other one. And that's pretty much it. We'll let your lecturer or somebody else take you through the desk. But yeah, these are the two ones. These are the two faders, Master and Grandmaster. You won't get anywhere without them. Great, okay. And then we have the TriCaster set up. We've got our camera 1, 2 and 3, but you've probably been shown that sort of thing before. And the last thing I can do now is switch the speakers on. And I'm pretty much ready to go. Have fun.